Hi guys, good day to us once again. It's a beautiful morning. I always said it's a beautiful morning because it's a God-given day for all of us. Today we are going to talk about the health of our guppies. Many have asked, what's the reason for the death of my guppy? There are so many reasons why our guppies will contaminate disease, one of which is the temperature. Breeding guppies is totally dependent on the water temperature because guppies will thrive in a temperature that is more than 40 degrees centigrade. That is why we said that if you are breeding your guppies, you have to expose them to sunlight. Many have asked, why is my guppy not giving birth? Well, because of the temperature, then the normal system of their bodies are really affected. That's why if you are breeding them in a cold water, then chances are that they will not really be effectively breed. Chances are they might give birth, but it will just die. And one thing good about warm temperature, they will have a perfect digestive system. They can easily digest their food. And if they are digesting their food, then they will grow fast and they will live normally. They will breed and give birth. Another thing, when your guppies are pregnant, some people will separate them. In my case, the guppies that are pregnant need some protection for them to cover. So I'm using plants and I'm putting so many plants and even this nylon thread where they can hide and the babies can hide after birth. Another question is that can you breed your guppy inside in the glass tank? Well, you can breed your guppy in the glass tank, but the water should be shallow. The reason for this is that guppies are just surface swimmers. They're not like other fish that needs a very deep water. Well, if your water is deep, then the temperature will also be affected. It will become cold. In my experience, I breed my guppies in a shallow water, measuring around 8 inches from the floor and filled with plants. And what are the food that you are going to feed them? You can feed them live food, but if you don't have, you can feed any kind of fish food as long as it has high protein content. And I will recommend the prawn feeds, which has high protein content. You don't anymore need the dapnyas, you don't anymore need the BBS for the babies to survive. And that's the tip that we can give you. So guys, I've been breeding guppies over the past 20 years and I have so many ups and downs, experiences, and I also have experienced discouragement because all of the guppies will just die in one instance. And I have here the Dumbo Mosaic guppies. There are 3 males and 1 female. And we have the Tuxedo. I have no longer perfect breed because they are already a product of crossbreeding. And of course, this red guppies. We have the green-tailed guppies, the grass-tailed guppies, and of course, these are the descent of the Tuxedos, Black Musco, and these are also the blue-green guppies. Well, you can name their exact names. I know that some of you are really perfect in naming all these guppies, and what we are talking about here is the perfect health of our guppies. So, we will proceed. I will show you my breeding tanks of these guppies. And then many have asked, can you breed your guppy inside your home, inside your house? Well, I don't advise it because inside our houses, you cannot ensure a warm temperature. And you look at this one. This is only around 5 inches in depth. The water is too shallow and my guppies are growing so fast and producing a lot of babies. Every day I can collect more than 100 babies, and in a week time I can collect more than 500 babies of guppies. So this is the reason why I am telling you that you cannot breed your guppies in the place where they will not receive sunlight. Well, of course, in other places where they experience winter, you can use the heater. And you will set your heater around 40 degrees so that these guppies will have a good digestion of their food. You look at them, they have so many babies. I haven't collected the babies yet for today, but I am sure that we can get some 100 babies out of this box alone. In breeding tropical fish, number one consideration is the temperature of the water. You look at my goldfish and pearl scale and this lionhead, they are just being placed in a very shallow tank. And this is only about 6 inches in depth. Why I am doing this? Because if they are placed in a cold water, then chances are they will develop anchor worm, they will develop fin rats, and even the lice will develop in a cold water. But in a place where they will receive sunlight, and during the day the water will rise up to 40 degrees centigrade temperature, then that will prevent development of disease of your goldfish, guppies, and even mollies. In your breeding tank, you will note that the ratio of the male versus female is 1 male against 5 female guppies. So you will estimate that your breeding tank should have lesser males because these males will continuously pursue the females even they are pregnant. So we will get the male and display this at the pet store and leave the younger ones to breed the adult female guppies. Because if you will overpopulate the male than the female, then chances are they will suffer abortion, especially if they don't have the plants or places to hide. They will be continuously pursued by the male guppies. That's the tip that we can give you. I said that you can expect more tips for the year 2019 on how to breed our guppies. We have here breeders of goldfish and the shibbolkin and even koi breeding, and we will give you practical tips only here in this channel. So thank you for watching, and I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of our upcoming videos only here at Dexter's World.